Hi, everybody. How are you? It's Aunt Rosalind. I'm going to wait just a few seconds and see how many of you come through and join. I hope you're having a beautiful evening. Those of you who are joining, can you please let me know if you can hear me? Please let me know if you can hear me.
Everyone knows it's important to build credit, whether you want to.
Can you all please let me know if you can hear me? Oh, okay. How are you all doing? You can hear me just fine. That's wonderful. So how are you all doing? Well, maybe there's a slight delay because I can't see your comments. I was asking how you all were doing. I decided to come forward tonight. I'm at Eastern Standard Time. I'm not sure what time it is for you all. I am coming forward to tell you all that I'm very blessed, very grateful to have you all in my life. I want to give you all a special thank you. And I want to say that I also asked specifically my guides and my ancestors. I asked them specifically to bring forth the ones that needed help the most. So I want to say I'm honored to come forward to this meeting with you all. I want to say that you may not fully understand what's happening right now in your life. You may feel that, you know, you have this lack of understanding, like you may not understand fully everything that's happening. Um, I want you all to know that I'm being given a lot of information, and you know, we can just enjoy the information that's coming through. It's a lot of high energy and high information that's coming through. I wanted to tell you that this information is coming from divine witnesses of our lives. Okay. I'm not coming at anyone with judgment at all. This is just me relaying information, and the information is in the highest good for all of us. Okay, so if you're not into receiving channeled information, higher light information, information from our spirit guides, the archangels, ancestors, saints, goddesses, in the highest good and in the highest light. If you're not into receiving channel information, you may not be interested in this at all. Okay. I want to start out by saying that you all are special to me. Okay. You all are special to me. I'm very thankful that I have you all in my life. And I understand it and I feel it from divine truth, from my heart chakra. And I've been on this path for a while. I've attained a lot of wisdom on this path, a lot of knowledge. Um, and I want to say fully that this is not for publicity. This is not for likes and shares. You know, you can share it if you would like to, but this is not for likes and shares. Um, there is something happening. There are a lot of things that are being called forth to be done, to do, you know. And I want you all to know that, you know, the group of people that I work with now, some of you are listening right now. It's a special group. Um, you know, I feel that all of this is synchronizations from higher guides and higher lights from our ancestors, our healed, helping, supportive ancestors. Um, I'm being called forward more and more, and a lot of you are being called forth as well. Okay. I'm not sure if that is frightening to any of you or not. I'm not trying to frighten you at all. Okay. Not trying to frighten any of you at all. This is information and guidance from the higher light, and even, I would say, even the universal light of love and truth. Many of you are being called forth to let go of any excuses, any patterns that did not serve you. Many of you are being called forward to attain your goals and to keep your goals in front of you and to understand that they are positive, your dreams are positive. You have been embedded with wisdom. You have been. These things that you think of in your secret mind and your secret thoughts, they are actually divine touches of wisdom to help you break through to your goals. Okay. These, they're not accidents. They're not accidents. It's all to create healing for you. There's an abundance of healing. Uh, I'm also being guided to explain to you that there is a tremendous amount of consequences that resulted from choices because each one of you is a being that is capable. You are a being that is capable of divinity, light, and beautiful vibrations that affect not just you. You can affect hundreds of people, each one of you. You can affect hundreds of people. Many of you, you've decided in the past few years to take chances and take these risks with joining with your higher self and your spiritual essence, and you are starting to connect very dearly to your crown chakra for ascended consciousness and wisdom. I want you to know that I'm not reading any of this. This is actually a download, okay? Also, I want you to understand and know fully, yeah, that the spirit guides, they have been speaking to me and bringing this energy to me for a couple of weeks now. And I have been slightly resisting fully bringing this forward due to second thoughts, ego consciousness, etc., because those are the ways of human life here. We reside in this dimension, in this third dimension, and sometimes it becomes dense and heavy with choices and consequences. And sometimes we tell an untruth to ourselves. We continue to tell ourselves these non truths. Some of us are living in denial to help ease the pain. We are easing the pain of a lover not being there. We're easing the pain of soul guidance that is never firmly there or never there as often as we need it. Sometimes this will lead us into creating diversions in our minds and in our lives so that we don't fully have to fulfill and walk the path and walk the way that our soul knows is truth. Oftentimes, the ways we should walk are the ways our ancestors walked, and they are there for us steadily. They are steadily there unless we completely rebuke the path, we revoke the path. Otherwise, they are fully there with us. It's usually just resistance or turning away of the love and how vibrant that love is. We are able to receive and give love. Love is always there. We just somehow make these decisions in our energy to receive it or not, or to turn away from it or not. As a result of this, what I'm getting, I'm going to burn some incense too, because I just want to smell incense. Uh, what I'm getting also as well is that because we've turned away from our gifts, we've turned away from the dreams we've been having, we've turned away from the communication that from the path and the confirmations that we've had, it's resulted in very clear consequences. Our children suffer because of our consequences and our unwillingness to fully open our heart and to accept all of this love that is around us. Our abundance, it suffers. The wealth that we attain in life, it is not nearly as bountiful or as plentiful as we understand because of these different choices and the paths we've chosen along the way. The circumstances that you're experiencing in life, they are a result of different misunderstandings. And your guides and your ancestors help you to live out fully your misunderstandings because you haven't learned and you've resisted in the other ways. This is why they've done this. This is why you live out some of the consequences and you live out some of the misunderstandings. It's time to come forward with your spirit animals, your actual totem animals, which are not hard to find at all. They will come to you in meditation. They'll come to you in quiet times. They'll come to you in dreams. You will learn that. They will come to you when you are more open and ready to receive, and you stop limiting your experiences and your knowledge by ego resistance. You also have spirit guides and even archangels and even your healed ancestors that are assigned to you at birth. However, some of the choices you've made in your energy body and your resistance, this is what's causing a breakdown in this wonderful supportive communication that could be happening. This is what has created the breakdown. It is furthermore a disalignment in your own alchemy. It's a disalignment in your future. It will somehow trickle down to children, nieces, nephews, great grandchildren, etc. However, you don't have to fully focus on that, the extension of what this can do if you keep repeatedly turning away and going back to old negative behaviors. You don't have to make that the primary focus of this information. I'm only stating this as guidance from universal councils of energy, light, and wisdom. I'm also being told that some of this information is coming from the Blu-ray, from actual Blu-ray angels. They work very closely with Archangel Michael. There is actually a team of, this is purely being channeled in. I want you to know I didn't practice this or anything, so I'm just going with it, okay? There is a team of of light workers. There's thousands of us. Light workers, you may call us goddesses, you may call us magic practitioners. Some will be looked at with shamanic earth energy, root work. Some will be called Wiccan, pagan. There's so many of us, but we are being led, so many of us, thousands of us, we're being led and protected by Archangel Michael. And that's very, very touching to me. When I was called to do this work, Archangel Michael came to me and he told me he would always be there for me. He told me he would always protect me. Also, when I came to this work, I was called forth by the Pleiadian Council. They exist in a star group. Some of us are Syrian from the Syrian star group. Some of us are Pleiadian. Some of us are more Atlantis. The ones who really came from Atlantis, there's descendants still here, or ascendants still here. And I was contacted by several different angel groups. The angels of Orion are very prominent. Even the pyramids, if you look back into ancient time, ancient wisdom, the pyramids were set by star constellations. And a lot of this journey with twin flames, soulmates, lovers, that they remain tied and corded to one another on this journey. We are searching, searching, searching. And the whole journey with that is our spirit guides, our ancestors, the universal energy of light, love, and truth. They knew that was one way to reach us forever, is to create and bring about the existence of actual soulmates that cord to us, reside with us, and help us. And the feature may seem to be love or unrequited love by the masses. However, there is a learning experience that will cause your heart chakra to open, expand, elevate. It causes your consciousness to open, expand, and elevate to a point where you begin to break open and you begin to experience some of the profound changes in your life that they have always wanted you to understand and know. It brings you more and more to yourself. Many of us, in essence, learn that this is a journey that will bring you more and more to your soul self, your spiritual journey, your actual spiritual journey, and honesty, truly, earnestly, your spiritual journey. The journey here in life, in love, and in our searches for abundance and wealth, it can seem to be such an extreme thing that some of us begin to question, is this journey even real? Is this journey even real? There has been, so many times that we begin to doubt our own life and we begin to be wounded at such a level that we begin to have trajectory from that wound, and only from that wound, in a lower consciousness and in a lower vibrational way, if we don't choose to accept some of the wounds and some of the experiences as power, as testimony, as wisdom, as light that finally comes in, and starting to accept these things with grace, honor, and healing. to finally raise our vibration and our consciousness, and to hold ourselves open for healing, hope, and hold space for other human beings that are also here. Some of you, I'm being told specifically, some of you are light workers. Some of you are actually able to hold the space, the vibration, and the frequency in your heart chakra open for others in your soul family who are light workers. You came here all in the same certain time frame to help one another. And we cannot do that unless we are honestly projecting from a healed consciousness, from an open heart, from an open space there to give and hold for one another. It's been this way since ancient times. It's been this way since ancient times. This is part of the quest to reach nirvana. I'm being shown different monks on mountaintops. I'm being shown ancient script, ancient the ancient pyramids, the Egyptian, the full energy of the Egyptian, because they were so aligned. They were so aligned with constellations and energy chakra systems. It's ancient. It's all thousands and thousands of years old. And the more we understand and accept wisdom from our ancestors who sent all of that love towards us, you know, leaving this earth, leaving their body, and understanding and knowing that they were sending love and healing and light towards us that are here now in this existence, in this realm. So many of us have lost soul parts in our traumas in childhood, in our traumas in relationships, in our traumas of this search to have this 9 to 5 existence. And I don't mean that in any kind of insulting way. We've lost soul parts being hurt by others who were close to us. We've lost our soul parts putting our time, effort, and energy into things that only are yielding a certain amount of essence or energy. We often don't even know in the society how to heal our kindred. We have to go back to so many of those ancient, beautiful ways. And as I'm sitting here, I just want to reiterate what this is about to the new ones who joined. I think there was a couple of new ones that joined. It's all to do with what I'm being given and what's being downloaded, and also my thankfulness to each and every one of you. So in this lifetime, I am fully honoring and aligning to what I'm being led to. And I want you to know that this is coming to you with sincere depth, love, clarity, and I can feel a union happening between me and my soul family. More and more, more and more, more and more. The future is being called forward to us right now. It's being called forward to us. And often, when something this profoundly blessed and full of light and full of alchemy and truth is coming forward to us, we have to decide if we will begin more and more to understand, to accept, to uphold one another, and to speak from that beautiful space. If you just take a few minutes tonight or in the morning as you start your day, as you join in with your family, your coworkers, and you just take 30 seconds, just a few breaths before you answer a question, before you make a judgment in your thoughts, before you react to a situation you are experiencing or going through. Just give it a few breaths before you consider a judgment or an answer, because your guides, your archangels, your spiritual helpers, they will reside in that hesitation, and they will help you to answer and to speak from a truth within you. They will speak from that space that you allow. So, what I would like to say before I conclude is that your knowledge, it's always ever expanding. It's ever, it's evolutionary. Your knowledge, your abilities, your skills in this lifetime. I see, I feel, I understand. And I want you to know that you should never, ever, never give energy backwards to a wrong thought about yourself. Of course, you will have thoughts and you'll have times when you question, you'll contemplate. I understand that. But please never think of yourself as beneath anything, below anything that seems to tower above you, that seems to be judgmental, that seems to come forward with force without light. You're not beneath. You are very capable of being one with your own divine energy and your own divine consciousness. I see you all, and I love you all. I see the questions. I see the questions in your readings. I understand you want to be clear. You want to be free. You want to be loved. You want to be one with your twin, your soulmate. You want to be one with your family. You want to be regarded and understood and seen in your daily life, in your existence, making a living for yourself, for your families, planning your futures. I see you. I recognize you. There is not one special group on this earth that is from the stars and the galaxy. We all are. And I want you all to understand that. Every one of you is special. Every one of you is a special being. So align to higher thinking, the thinking and the feeling that your best friend would give you. What would they say about you? Would they give you negative self-talk that you give yourself? Think about your healed ancestors, your spirit guides, the archangels. How do they view you? They love you. They think you're beautiful. They see your soul's energy. And that is the way you should see yourself, as that important. So give yourself that love, that wisdom that you would give your best friend. Give it to yourself because you're worth it. You're worth that. So think about that when you go to sleep tonight. Think about how you are healing, how you are wonderful, how you're beautiful. You were formed in the womb to come here. You were sent from a star seed. You decided to come into this earth journey. Do you know how beautiful and special you are? So you remember you are worthy of healing. You are worthy of blessings. You are worthy of higher vibration and understanding and allowing your imagination, your daydreams, your thoughts, your chakra system. You are worthy of allowing those things to ascend and to rise so that you can live beautifully, peacefully, happily. And that is the divine truth. Oftentimes, that is something I remember above all. When I do a reading or a session or products for anyone, I remember what is your soul's truth. And whenever you are negative towards yourself with negative thoughts, negative energy, going back to some old triggered wound or an old useless pattern in your life to handle current times, oftentimes you are not in your soul's truth. That is not the divine truth of your soul. The divine truth of your soul is to ascend. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for that. Is there any questions that you have that are not completely 100% based about you in the ego? Do you all have any questions that could benefit you and someone else, your soul brother, your soul sister in this consciousness, in your soul family? They're right next to you in this live. You can see it that way. Is there anyone who has a question that will benefit yourself and one other? Is there any question before I conclude? I just want to give you all the chance to ask. If you all feel that you're clear, that there's no question, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. Okay. Okay, you all are welcome. You're welcome. So I'm going to conclude now. And Bernadine, you can, you said you're not sure of the gist of the matter. You can rewind. It's really just channeled information that I've been slightly holding back on it. I've been resisting somewhat, and I wanted to make sure I came through today on 1212, which is an activation portal as well. And I'm being told it's so much clearing that is happening there for us. It's clearing waiting for us if we want to be cleared of something. Yes, I can say one. Okay, this gal Sal says, would you like to say a small prayer for everyone? Okay. Okay, is there a certain prayer or a certain request of a prayer for you in particular? Since you asked, I can make it a little more specific to you. Okay, I didn't get a response specifically, so I will. Okay, you're feeling a little bit insecure at the moment. That's okay. So possibly it's something that you need to let go of. Possibly it's something still, yeah. I'm hearing that specifically you need something transmuted. That's what I'm hearing specifically. It's something that you're not quite trusting. It doesn't feel quite normal and natural for you at this time. That's what I'm being shown. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll say a prayer. And my prayers, they don't always sound like other people in the typical sense. Okay. I call to the highest divine light and to the highest divine source of all there is to make me a channel of love, light, and truth. So, so truly and so specifically that love, light, and truth are all that exist here and now between me and you. I call to the above, the below, the middle, the within. I call to the ancestors of light, love, and truth. I call to the highest healed spirit guides and ascended masters of light, love, and truth. I call to each and every one of our archangels to bless us, to heal us, and to send us on our true soul's way as we leave this meeting and gathering to walk truthfully in beauty and honor, in awakened consciousness to honor our life, and to be vessels to be vessels of true life energy, truly showing, healing, and making the way, making our way through on our soul's path, understanding and knowing that we're never alone. We're never alone. We are always connected divinely. Yeah, in our light bodies and actually through a cord. It's beautiful what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the entire globe, and we're joined in our daily lives. We're joined energetically with a beautiful thin gold cord, and it's connected to each and every one of us. And from our energy bodies, it goes all the way down into the earth's core. Yeah, and I want you all to know that as we part from this, that your beauty, your consciousness, the truth of your soul and your healed ancestors, your ascended masters, the other light workers, and the archangels is only a breath away. You're never alone. It's a breath away. In the highest good and in the highest light now. Aho, Amen. Blessed be Ashe. If you all would like to get in touch with me, my information is in the box below. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'll talk to you all again soon. You have a wonderful and blessed night.